making it or doing it without money, you can make it. You can do anything without money. Anything. There's no limit. The limit is only your mind. The limit is only your vision.
Are you struggling to develop yourself because of your financial situation? Do you not know how to progress in life because you don't have money to spend? Well, today I'm here in the studio with Christian, and we are going to be talking about how you can grow and develop yourself without needing to spend money. Christian, welcome in the studio today. Thank you for joining me on the show.
Thank you. I'm very happy for being here as well.
Awesome. Let's get right into it. So, Christian, you are an entrepreneur. You are the founder of and the CEO of Think Entrepreneuriat, which is a French company focused on helping entrepreneurs to develop, right? To start businesses, how to make money online and everything. And you also started a YouTube channel around the company. So if you could describe yourself in one sentence, how would you do that?
Yeah, it's very difficult. But I would say that I'm an eagle. I'm an eagle, you know. I love that animal. Is an eagle an animal? No?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I like, you know, the vision, the focus, the power, and, you know, can fly. Like the author, like, you know, that's what I like. So if I have to describe myself, I would say I'm, in one sentence, I would say I'm an eagle. So that's all.
That's actually a very good description, a very beautiful description. Soar high above every challenge and overcome, you know, see everything from the right perspective.
Yeah,
And that's really awesome. So I want to throw you with like a little bit of a trick question or something interesting, just so we can get to know you more, like your inside, right? And if somebody gave you $1 million today, but you only had 24 hours to spend the money, how would you use it?
Yeah, only 24 hours.
24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, everything has to be spent, otherwise you lose everything.
Yeah, if it to be possible to buy a property in the same day, I will buy a property, and then obviously I'll buy stocks, because, you know, I'm in trading stocks and all those stuff. So I'll buy stocks. I will buy Bitcoin.
Interesting.
And some luxury watches, you know. So there, it's like I'll buy things that will, you know, it's a business, like me. I think business. When I'm talking about buying luxury watches, I'm seeing a business there, something that I know I can sell, because I have to do everything, you know, like, you know, a day. So definitely that can be something that I can be like, you know, I can buy, just spend money on that, so that maybe later I can build a website and sell my watches, you know. It's a business.
Sounds like you've been planning this for a long time. So I've been waiting for this question. Wow, that's great. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how people can develop themselves when they have not received $1 million to spend. And I know this is, an obstacle for many people, just not having the finances in order to develop themselves, not having the finances to grow. And many people, you meet them and you realize that they are kind of stuck in life because they think that they can't do anything. And especially here in South Africa, we see that a lot of the youth, that there is a lot of youth out there that have great potential, but they just don't do anything because they don't have the money, and therefore they just don't try anything. Or they believe, there's this belief that, if I don't have money, then, I can't start something, I can't develop myself, I can't get out there. And so for many youth, we deal with a lot of youth through our churches here, and you see that they're just kind of like hanging out, waiting for opportunities to come their way. But sadly, even when those opportunities come, of course, they're not ready for them because they haven't been doing anything. So I want to start off by maybe just, throwing the ball towards your side. And can you maybe just talk about in your own life experience also, like what were some of those challenging mindsets that you had to deal with in your own life in the past, where maybe you were in a situation where you found yourself not having the resources that you thought you needed, and like what were some of the things you did to overcome those obstacles in your way?
Oh, I think the first problem, or the beginning of everything, it's the mindset. You see. If you have a wrong mindset, even if you have finance, you won't do anything with that. So everything starts with mindset. Not only mindset, but a right mindset. You have to think. You have to know how to, it's here. If there's nothing here, you won't do anything. And then after mindset, there's now the vision. If I want to go to point A to point B, I have to have in my mind the point B, where I'm going. That's the vision. And then the process of where I'm going, that will come all along while you are walking, going. That's another thing. But you must know where you're going, and that's the problem. But me, as you asked about my personal life, it's first of all I had my mindset and a vision. As I said at the beginning, the eagle. The vision is the first thing that's, it started there, because it's not easy. You can ask any businessman, any entrepreneur, they will tell you that to make it's very difficult. To work for someone, it's easy. You just go to school, you get a degree, or some skill. I can hire you. You will work for me. But to start a business, it's something else, you see. So as we are talking about, making it or doing it without money, yeah, you can make it. You can do anything without money. Anything. There's no limit. The limit is only your mind. The limit is only your vision. So I don't know if my answer is...
That's very good. I like what you said, that it's that limiting mindset of not seeing where you can go. I think, like a lot of people, maybe they look at other people's lives and they're like, wow, they had, all the opportunities, they had all the money, and that's why they got where they got to. But we don't see the journey of that person. We only see the success, and then we think, oh, it happened overnight, and they had the resources to help. And maybe in some cases some people did have an advantage, but they still had to put in the work. If you don't put in the work, it's not going to last. And I like what you said, that starts with seeing where you want to go and then moving in that direction. I think many people don't start moving because they think like, I don't have what it takes to start. I don't have, I need 100,000 rand, or what is that, like $7,000 before I can start my development, or before I can start a business. Like, I mean, these days it doesn't cost you anything almost to start a business, really. I mean, the registration, that's not the business. That's just the the legal stuff. But it's just being able to see it. What do you think are some of the things that people can do to help them see that potential, or that, to help them identify where they can potentially go, or identify those opportunities? Do you think there's something specific people can do to help them grow in that?
Yeah, I think it's environment. Your environment matter a lot. When I'm talking about environment, I'm saying where you are, people you hang, like people around you, because I grew up in the environment. I'm in Kinshasa. My environment, like most of people around my environment, like yes, there's people who were focused on all that, but most of people, they were like music. It's all about music. Young people are growing up thinking about becoming a musician, maybe thinking, no, I want to be like this big one, I want to be like this, you see. But once you have a good mindset and you have a good environment, that can help you. But this is the thing. You can have a good mindset, but you are in the wrong environment. That's where your responsibility comes in. You have to choose. You have to choose. Why environment? Because we are friends. You will see where I'm struggling in. You can help me by telling me, no, what you are doing, it's wrong. You can do it like this. Maybe I have a right mindset and I'm thinking of starting a business, but I don't have a right skill. You see, I can learn it, or you can direct me. You can help me by telling me, no, this is where you can get the good results, or you can know someone who can help me. Like, it's all about connection, So, as I was saying, that where I grew up, things like that, people like alcohol, women, music, all those stuff like that. But I think my family played a big role on that, you see, and some friends, you see. So, and then that environment and my vision helped me to have a direction. So I don't know if my answer is correct. I'm answering you.
Yeah. Yeah, like the environment. But what about people that would say, for example, well, I can't change my environment because I don't have money to move, or like, what would you say to a person like that just sees another obstacle in the way?
That person's problem is not the environment at the first. His problem at the first, it's a wrong mindset.
So it's actually not. So the way they're seeing, they're already not seeing the vision to be able to say, okay, how can I change?
I can be staying in the place, but moving. I remember I have a mentor. He's not staying with me. He's aside. But I was, at the beginning when I met, where I knew him, I was traveling, going to him, spending days. Sometimes if I don't have like no transport or what, I will walk and go to him. You see? Why? Because I know what I want. I know that there's something that I'm missing. I know that there's something, especially when you are like, a country like South Africa. You see? This can be applied to anyone in any country. If you know you have a right mindset, you don't have to move like, you move now you are staying here, you now move, no.
So the environment's not necessarily where you're staying. It's
when I was talking about environment, I was mostly seeing the people that you are around you, It's the people. This place is this place because we are here. If we are not here, it will be just this place. Nothing will change. What is going to change your life? It's not this place. It's people that you are with. We are talking, we are sharing, you are learning. You see. So that interaction, you grow in. We always grow. This is the question. What are you growing in? Like, I don't know if that's the right English, no? Yeah. So if you don't grow in the good thing, you grow in bad thing.
The environment that you, and where you are planted, that's where you're going to grow. That's great. There's an old saying that says, show me the 5 people that you spend the most time with, and I will show you who you are. And mentors are one of those things that are extremely underutilized. Like, people look to resources and they say, well, I don't have money to, buy books or to get a laptop or a computer to start working or something. But I mean, most of the time it's like that's not even the right place to start. It starts with finding somebody that has the kind of vision that you are looking for, somebody that can inspire you. And so I really, really like what you said, like jumping straight to mentor. Like, I was thinking about talking about that, but that's good because perhaps that is the place to start. Is to don't look at your wallet, but look at who you are surrounding yourself with. And I personally found that when I had a time where I didn't have the money to spend on developing myself, it was actually the people around me, they carried me. Those mentors and the people and the friends and the pastors and those people that were around me, they did not mind investing in me because I was willing to learn and to grow.
Very important.
But many times we it's like a lone ranger. We want to do it on our own, and we lock ourselves in a room and we don't spend time with people because we say, well, we can't change, we can't develop ourselves because we don't have money. But actually, maybe money is not the thing you need. It's that kind of influence that's really worth way more than money, right?
Money is not a problem. For example, I will talk about me, me personally. Why I started with mindset, if I have to talk about my life, it's not easy, you see, to be from where I'm from and then where I am right now, you see. People around you, for example, my first trading book, I didn't buy it. It's just a friend who was studying as well. I knew someone talked to me about that, but I was not into. But once I saw that friend, I took, no, there's something called trading or what trading, what's that? No, just explain a bit. He didn't know as well about that very well. I was like, no, send me that book. I want to read it.
Was it a PDF book?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Send me that book. I read that book, that first book. It was not enough for me. And then I went over, if I don't know how many books. But I didn't buy any of those books.
I wanted to ask, so how much money did you spend on learning to trade? Like nothing.
Nothing.
Oh. And now you help other people.
Yeah. Nothing. Yes, I can say, at the beginning it was very difficult because, when we have a wrong mindset, but it's the other problem. You can have a wrong mindset, but you must be aware of that wrong mindset so that you can try to change that wrong mindset. You see, they taught me about trading and I started to read, but in my mind it was how I want to make money. I want to make money and buy that very beautiful car, buy a nice house. And then my first $100, it was like, whew, gone. You see?
It's the price we pay for experience, right?
So I can't call it like, it's something, it's like investment for me to learn. Everything that I know, it was free. But there's a seed that you have to start with. You start with something. And then from there, I started to go now to look for. One person gave me one book, and then I started to look for more than that so that I can learn more. I started to surround myself with people who trade so that I can learn more. I started to go and then look for mentors too so that I can learn more. And then while you are learning more, you can, it's you willing to that's why I said, you see, you must know where you want to go. If you don't know where to go, imagine that you don't know where to go. Where are you going to go? Nowhere.
Somewhere, but it's nowhere.
So I think that's the biggest problem, or I don't know if it's a problem or so.
Yeah, it's just not putting yourself out there. It's like sabotaging yourself, waiting for something to arrive, and it's a very tricky situation because if you believe that you need money to grow, so that you can make money, but you're waiting for money, when are you ever going to start? You will never start.
You will never start, and even if you start with money, you won't continue.
It will be gone like that first $100. I've lost some money on trading. Not that much, but I had some little successes as well. But I did it without really any training. But somebody mentored me into it, and it was good. I did okay for somebody that had no clue what I was doing. But and then I had to stop because of time and so on. I didn't have the time to. I realized that I need to invest. I need to learn more before I can invest more money into that. So I stopped for a season. But you mentioned books. You mentioned mentors. Where else can people go to get? Like, if let's say one of our viewers or listeners today, like, send you a message, say, hey, I'm interested in learning. I'm interested in growing. I don't have any money. Where do I start? Like, where can people go?
There's so many platforms free. I'm sure they're listening to the podcast. They'll watch us on YouTube. There's Google. Just know what you want. Do you want to learn how to cook? Go to Google. How to cook this. Something will come up, and then that will be the beginning, because it's a seed. Plant one, and then you will start. You will see once you go like simple. YouTube, there's YouTube. We are here because we want to give information, and there's plenty of videos, articles and about all these things, and they're free. You will say, no, I don't have money, I don't have data. You don't have data? Look for where you can get it. There's free Wi-Fi somewhere. I remember that was I was still in Congo. You know, I was staying near a hotel. That hotel, they had the Wi-Fi. So I wanted to use their Wi-Fi. You know what I did? I learned how to hack the thing. So that I can get
Maybe not the best advice, but sure. I mean, that, you did what you needed to do.
There's
Right?
no here in South Africa and in most countries there's free Wi-Fi.
There is, yes.
So it's just an example I'm giving. You see, go look for where you can get it, and then there's another thing that you can do. If you feel like there's where you are, there's no Wi-Fi, ask. Go to your pastor, go to your mother. No, this is what, like, this is the power of having a vision, a power of knowing where you want to go, a power of having a good mindset, meaning that no, I can come to you and tell you, no, this is what I want to do, but this is the problem that I'm facing. I just want data so that I can go to the internet and I look for this information that I want. If you don't help me, someone else can help me. You can try even 5,000 people.
That's true. You know, we don't actually. So you know, it's like if your vision is not so strong that you will find any way, hopefully legal ways. Anyway, I'm sure they didn't mind. Any way to achieve that. Like if you have a very strong vision, then you find a way to make it work, right? And sometimes we give up because really we don't really want it. You know, we're not hungry enough for it, and that's why we don't really find ways. But I like what you're saying. I mean, you can ask people. If you don't ask, you will not receive, and if you don't go around asking people. I was watching a YouTube video the other day about, what's his name, Ryan? I forgot his surname now. But he does these videos like, oh, you know, I survived on a penny for a week, or I turned this penny into a house, like where he takes literally one penny and then he trades, but he's not allowed to trade for money. So he trades and then he buys something and he has to trade that thing for another thing. And he was trading up to the point where he actually was able to buy a small house for somebody, for one of his viewers subscribers on YouTube. But like the amount of people that he had to ask, and the amount of times he had to embarrass himself. I know he was trying to trade, like somebody traded him for an old truck, like a vehicle. And he emailed in one night something like 2,000 people, you know, trying to find somebody that's interested in that. So he spent days trying to trade these things, asking people. And eventually it was those people that he had asked before, even though at that time they couldn't help him. Eventually those people were instrumental in him being successful, because they came around and said, hey, you know, we remember you were asking about this thing, you know, how's it going? Oh, no, this is how I'm doing. Oh, actually, you know what? I can contribute to this. Or, oh, we know somebody that might help you. And that's how he eventually found the next person. It's like, it was never a direct thing. It was always like he asked somebody and somebody said, well, I don't know, but ask that person. And then ask that person until he found the person. And he gave himself, I think it was 1 week or something, to trade from a penny to a house. He didn't make the deadline, but it took about 3 weeks or a month to do it, but he did it. And it's like, he really wanted to do that. He had a vision, and it's like, this is impossible. But he tried so hard. He asked thousands of people for help. And like, I've noticed that even in my own life, sometimes like we give up so soon, but it's like, How many people did you ask for help? No, I asked my mother. And? Well, no, she said no. But did you ask anybody else? Did you try something else? Did you go somewhere else? So I love that thought. Just what you're saying, that if you really have the vision, then you'll make it work.
That's the power of having a vision. If you have a vision, you won't be embarrassed to ask for help. You won't. Imagine that all you want is just to eat, and then so that you continue to work on your vision. And then you have people. No one can make it in this world without people. No one. The person who made this mark made it for us to buy it so that he can make his living. So we all need people. But for you to have what you have to go to people and ask for it. Most of the time the problem is not money. I will give some short example of someone I know. That person wanted help. No, he was telling me he's like my younger brother. He wanted help. No, I got metric, but I can't continue with a university and all those. I told him, I am doing YouTube. You can follow me on my YouTube. In my YouTube, I share so many ideas to help people like you. You know what he told me? No, I don't have YouTube. You don't have YouTube.
Oh, what now?
YouTube is free. While he was busy trying to find YouTube, he came, no, I can't, no. I had to force him. No, do this. And then start to go with him step by step. Why? Because I understand, sometimes we with my mentor, we went through so many things as well. Yeah, Christian, you must do this, learn this, and then you have a wrong mindset. You will maybe be focusing small things than big things. But this is a problem. It's not everyone that will have that patience of trying to go with you. Some people, they will just leave you. That's why it's very important for you to have your own vision. It's very important for you to know what you want and then be ready to sacrifice anything to get what you want in a good way. Not do illegal things, not go steal. No. You can get anything. I think all you want for you to make it in life, you only want God, a good mindset, a vision, and then start. And start. God will see faith. For you can't do anything without believing in that. You are drinking your coffee because you believe that if you drink coffee, you won't. It will do something. It will be something, It will do something in your mind, keep you awake, so that you can have some power. We eat because we believe that if I eat this pap or this food, I will be full. We do everything, believing in these things. If they tell me, in this coffee, there's a poison inside, I won't drink it because I don't believe. So believe in God and then do your part. And then the rest, God will do. What's like?
So we have books, mentors. You mentioned YouTube. Like
articles, Google. Go to
blogs. There's a lot of blogs. I mean, for me, I used to go to Pinterest quite a bit to find ideas. Like how do I want the studio one day to look?
That platform is amazing. I just discovered about it very soon.
Really? There's a lot. That's the thing, that there's so many. I think if you lack a vision, you can borrow other people's vision. just to inspire you to see what's possible. And we live in such an incredible time where information and sharing of things is so easy. I mean, the internet is just, it's so easily accessible. And even if you don't have internet, I was thinking about this, many countries, South Africa not so much anymore, but many countries, they still have libraries. You can go to a local library and just read books. There's that other it's incredible story. It's on Netflix. It's called The Boy Who Harvested the Wind.
Yeah,
And it's a story about this young Malawian boy, and he he grew up very poor. They had no money. In fact, his parents couldn't even pay for his school fees. He couldn't go to school because of that. But he loved reading, and he started reading in the library about solar energy and wind energy, and how generating energy works and all those things. And he found a way. Like, that's actually a very good story to go and watch on the topic that we're talking about now. And he became famous for that. He built a windmill, a wind turbine out of trash. How did he do that? Like, he had a vision, right? And he was persistent in getting it. He asked for help. He found things. He made it work. It wasn't perfect. And he went on to study. He went on to get his degree. I think he even got his PhD. And it's like, that's such a good example of how there are so many opportunities around us to learn.
Yeah, it's all about it's all about the vision. I didn't grow up as well, like in environment like there's too much in the, I can say too much like internet, something like that. But I knew what I wanted. All the time when I see something that says, this I can learn something here, I go for it. For you to move from your home to go to library, you must know what you are looking for. You see, that's the power of a vision. You go, you get what you want for. You learn. Study. Me and you, if we were talking about trading, I didn't do any finance schools, business schools, or economics. But I can sit with someone who went 5 years or 6 years or 7 years, who went to business school. We can talk. I can sit with someone who's working on maybe in banks and banking, all the stuff. We can talk. I will have questions. And the other thing is here is what? Books, internet. But what about questions?
What do you mean?
Ask questions.
Yeah,
people like
asking the question.
Yeah, people like to talk about them. People like to explain. People like to give. Use it. People like to be important. Give them that.
What about going up to somebody that's successful and asking them, "Hey, how did you get to this place? What can I do?" Then, that's very good. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Questions. Ask questions.
And then those questions will help you, not maybe to go to where you are, but it will be a seed in your mind. And then from there, you will start now to go step by step. Because most of the time we are talking about how to start without money. Why are we... The first things comes in our mind is it's money, because we are seeing the journey or the walk to where we want to go. I will need internet every day for me to do this. I will need this. I will need this. I will need this. Even before to start, you are thinking about all those that. No, first the seed have mind something, and then just go look. This is how I see things. Me, even if something is like big, I always try to reduce it, like try to look for the simplest way. Is this the right simplest way?
And what's
Like,
the first step?
They're like, how simple can I make this? We are talking about my YouTube channel. I've never been in front of a camera. I'm asking you guys to go to check my YouTube, but don't laugh. You see? It was not easy. But I had to put myself in front there. I had to go up there and then just do it. I didn't know how to edit a video. I've learned to edit while I'm doing already. How many times I've like sit and think, I have to learn how to edit. I will go on YouTube and then see a video, watch a video, and then not. You see? But while I'm doing that, I say, no, now I have to do that. I was learning and doing that. Of course, there was someone who was helping me. But even if you have someone who's helping you, that person will see on you that, that hunger of wanting to learn. Will see you, like you will stimulate the person to help you. If you are just, I want to help you, and then, for example, the boy that I wanted to help, I want to help him by saying, I don't have data.
I don't have time.
I don't have time. But I don't know about YouTube.
Literally sitting at home doing nothing the whole day. No, I don't have time. I've actually met people like that where you want to help them and they're like, no, I don't have time. It's like, what are you? But you're not doing. You're not working. You don't have a business. You're not learning. What are you doing?
I like what you always say. You always say show up. Even if it's just show up. Just show up. It's what I did. It was start a business. How many business did I start and try? So many. But that didn't make me, to give up on trying or trying to learn new skills or no. And then all these skills and all those things, yes, there was some money, but you don't spend money that you don't have. There was a time that it was sacrifice. I would go work have 2 jobs, go there and go there. But this is what I've realized and learned in the hard way. Trying to start a business, thinking about, having a capital or thinking about money. If I get money, then I will start a business. You will wait for so many years. And then once you get that money, you will lose that money. And then once you lose that money, you won't persevere because you don't know the way. Imagine the person just a short example. The highest mountain. A person who climb the mountain, safari, go there and have some, fail and then go and then reach the mountain. And the person who was, they helped him with a very nice helicopter and then poof, in the mountain. And then both those people, and then they come down of the mountain. Do you think if they have to go up in the mountain, they will be the same? No, I know where to start. I know where to put my head. I know how that mountain looks. I know where to put my feet or my things. I know what to do. And then we want this to be the same. And that person, maybe he wants even try to go back in the front of mountain because for him it's a very big mountain and all. He won't. That's what they call starting a business, counting putting your thing in money. Because I don't know, but 80% of people who started business with money, they didn't make it.
Mm.
They saved money, and after investing, they lose that money and they give up.
Mm.
It's only few people who. Why? Because you start first, you learn the journey, and then money will come. Yes, of course, in any business, money will always come in, but money must be something that will take you to the next level, not to make you start.
That I love that. Money must be something that takes you to the next level. Like that's a really good statement. Actually, I was thinking about to ask you about that, because sometimes we do need money to grow, right? At some point. But it's not, we don't need money to start growing. Like you said, you just need to plant a seed, just start going, start climbing, start going. But at what point would you recommend people to start investing money into their growth? Like, when do you think personally that becomes necessary? Is it ever necessary, or when does it become necessary to spend money?
Money will come in just to help you to leverage, your earnings. That's what I call next level. And if I have to talk in the trading way or the investing way, the leverage would, for example, if I have $100, for me, I can't make $1 million with that money. No. I will lose it if I try to make $1 million. That must be a miracle for it to happen. Even if it's a miracle, I don't see it to happen. So what money will come, it's now. You will be looking for the fund to put more fund in your trading account or in your business, so that maybe you can do advertisement, so that you can reach more people to sell your product or to sell your service. You can put more money for you to leverage your trade, because more money you have, more possibility you can have money, you can make money. That's why money to come. I'll give you like a simple example. There's a guy that he wanted to learn to trade forex. So I told him, okay, come, we'll work on. But he didn't trust the thing. I just told him, okay, this is what we are going to do. You are going to open a trading account with this broker, because that broker gives $30 for bonus. You give me that $30, that account. I will trade that account in few days, and I will see what's going to happen. I traded that account until money went up to 100. I told him, I'm withdrawing this money, but I won't give you anything. So that you believe. I did it, but I gave him something. I said, this I'm just giving you for you to believe that these things are real. You see, some people need to see, but some people don't. Like me, I don't have to. If you tell me something, guys, people around me, they know. If I see something, I try to see, I will go and try to see if it's real, if it's not real. I go. I started to know about Bitcoin just very soon. I was trading just Forex and stocks and all the stuff, but I was like, crypto. What's crypto? And let me try to see. And then I saw the amazing world of the digital. Now I'm seeing like software, trading software. You see how you start somewhere. You have to believe. As I said, you have to believe in something, and then from there you open your mind, and then you see possibility. There's so many possibilities.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, it's all around us, but if you're not of the mind that you want to grow, then you miss those opportunities. You mentioned about the leveraging from the business when you invest money, and as you were saying it, I was thinking about like in personal growth, it's very much the same. Like you don't need money to grow, but at some point, if you do have disposable income, and I'll put that in emphasis, like if you have money that you can spend, then you can invest that money into your personal growth to help you leverage so that you can grow faster. I mean, yes, I don't need money to grow, but if I can pay somebody to teach me properly, or I can take a course, then of course my growth is going to be faster. But there are free courses and mentors that won't charge you anything, and it's not that you can't grow from them. Of course you can grow a lot, and that's really all you need. But if there's ever a place where you can spend money, for example, to take a trading course, then of course that will be supplementary to what you have already learned. And when you have grown enough to now take enough in, and that's something I've noticed on in my own life as well, is that when I try to spend money on training or learning something, but I have not even started growing without investing money. Like, let's say, for example, I'll use this example. At one point, I became interested in learning copywriting, and I went ahead and I bought a copywriting course. This was probably 2 years ago. I still have not gone through that course because I never took the time to start learning copywriting with the free stuff that is out there, the basics, right? And because this thing is now like sitting there, I still want to do it, of course, because it's an amazing course, but I struggle to get into it because I have not taken the time to just grow, take the small steps. Like you can't just start in jump, like it's like when you're doing what do they call it, far jump, is it far jump or whatever, high jump, something. Like you have to have a bit of a runway. You have to start running before you jump, because otherwise, you can jump, but it's not going to be that far. And personal growth is like that. Like just start having the vision, start looking at your environment, start making those small changes, start learning from where you can. There's so many things, like put off the TV. Like, why don't you go and sell your TV and buy a laptop or buy a phone so that you can have YouTube, or buy data, or spend that money to learn? Like, but instead people will buy a TV, have DSTV, spend money on things that's not contributing to your growth. And I think if we would do a survey to see what percentage of money people invest in leisure, like entertainment and luxury things, compared to how much people spend on growing, then we will start to see where the real problem is, And it's like, you say you don't have money, but you eat McDonald's every day. It's like you are growing, but you're growing in the wrong areas,
Actually, people have money, It's just as I said, no. If you don't have a vision, if you have a wrong mindset, even if you have money, you won't do anything. You won't know how to spend that money. You won't know where to spend that money in. As we were talking about leveraging, when or where to start to put money now in your business. You see, the first place where you have to start, it's not only by putting money, for example, adding more product, buying more product in your business. No, you buy that product, but selling those products. If you don't know copywriting, it will be there. So
That's true.
Start by investing in yourself. Buy courses, buy books, buy the first you, because you are the one who's going to manage the business. You see, the business won't grow because of the business. The business will grow because of you.
Actually, I read that. I think it was just this morning or last night. I read somebody talking about that on LinkedIn. Exactly the same words. Was that your post? That's very good. The business won't grow because of the business, but it will grow because you grow. That's very good. That's something to really think about. So, in closing, like, what would you leave? What do you want to say to the audience in terms of personal growth and finances? Like, just to close off with a thought.
Guys, we have to wake up. I'm talking to young people like me, young men, young women, even anyone who's watching this video or listening to this podcast. We have to wake up. We have to start now. All those things that we can say, no this, it's just, there's worse than you. So start now. You want to learn? Start now. We are here. We are giving away free, free content, free advice, free ideas. Start with us. Follow us. Visit our YouTube. See what we are doing. Maybe it will be your first seed to your personal development. You see. So that's what I can say. Start. Don't stop telling us no, you don't have money. We don't wanna eat.
We're not even asking money.
So just start now and then make it. If you feel like you are stuck, comment below this video. Send us DM us. Look for where you can find us. We can even talk. If you are on where we are staying, we can even meet you. We can see you. We can help you. We have so many people who can help you without money. So money is not a issue to start. You just start it.
Going back to where we started, let me leave you with these questions for the audience. Like, do you have a clear vision of what you want? Or are you just using finances as an excuse to hide behind? That's why many people say, well, I'm not doing anything because I can't. But do you have a clear vision? Like, do you really want to grow? And what is it that you want to do? Like, have that clear vision and then go get it. Get out there, find mentors, look up information, read a blog, watch more YouTube videos, go to a Christian's channel, Think Entrepreneuriat, if you can, Think Entrepreneuriat. I'm pronouncing the T's. Yeah. You can see my surname is French and I still get it wrong. But go there and, if you understand French, or otherwise you can check out my channel as well. And then just, start learning. And we are not the only people out there. There are many people out there, and we will never, try to say, no, you can only watch us or only listen to us. Like, hey, we want you to grow. That's why we are here. And so, go out there, start learning, plant the seeds, start growing, take small steps, and soon you'll realize that you don't need money to grow. Like, your growth is really just about your mindset, and you have the potential to grow. Money is not the water. Money is like fertilizer. It's not water. You just need to go forward, to put yourself in the right environment so you can start growing. And yes, when you get to that place where you have generated some income, then by all means, then spend the money that you need to spend in order to leverage, like Christian was saying. So yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave it for today. From myself and Christian, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Please remember to subscribe to our channels if you haven't yet. Christian, you can find them at Think Entrepreneuriat, and my channel, you have Think Personal Development. You can also find us on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook. So please make sure to go check us out there. Also on LinkedIn. We're both on LinkedIn. So thank you so much for listening, and have a blessed day until the next one.